Welcome to Mind Defense Day 1. Mind Defense is a place I try to help you to understand when you are being manipulated and then how to counter that. Today we're working on availability heuristics or availability bias. So don't allow them to weaponize availability bias against you. Someone wants you to make a decision, and instead of giving you the facts so that you can logically make your decision, the person starts some stories or giving you some half truths and half facts. For instance, my brother's friend used this methodology and he made 1 billion. My sister's friend invested in this project and within 1 month she became a millionaire. Or they try telling you about that plane crash that happened last year as a reason why you should not use flight for your travels. Now, that is one vivid story, and suddenly you are afraid. Suddenly you are desperate. Suddenly your greed is high. Suddenly your mind wants it. The fear of missing out comes in. Okay? Now, your mind has just been hijacked. You are no more acting reasonably, and it's very important you know that. As I told you earlier, it's called availability heuristic. Your brain judges how likely something is by how easily you remember it or how easily you can access it. You are not judging things by how often it actually happened. You don't have the base rate. No, you're judging by how easily it comes to your mind. Now, vivid stories, recent events, dramatic headlines, they are all now working against you, making you to be manipulated. Salesmen use it, politicians use it, religious people use it, and it's very important that you don't fall for it. Now, this is how you can catch yourself in real time. Anytime someone is pushing you toward a decision using one dramatic event, using one emotional story, now using one frightening, incident, you need to understand that you are being manipulated. The person should instead use patterns, algorithms, use numbers, use facts, use evidences. Then you are able to now make your own decision based on your assessment of these evidences. Now, the more the story is emotional, the more the facts are so compelling, the more you should be suspicious and start becoming logical. Emotion is a delivery vehicle of heuristic availability heuristic manipulation. Now, fear and vividness is how they push it onto you. That is why you need to start understanding how to counter that. Number one, ask for the base rate. One person succeeded or one person failed. Is it enough to make you say that this is going to be successful or this is going to be a failure? You need to now say it loud to yourself. What are the other elements? What are the other factors? What are the other facts? One person lost money out of how many investors? One person made millions out of how many people? One plane crashed out of how many flights on that particular day? Now, that question you are asking converts a story back to statistics, converts emotion back to facts. And because now you're looking at statistics, that hijack will start leaving you. Now, the second thing, you should delay decision until your emotion is lower, until that heightened emotion, that fear, that greed, comes down. You must defer making that decision. Every time somebody is using the availability bias or heuristics on you, that person is pushing a narrative that will make you start thinking of fear of losing out, fear of missing out, fear of something happening, fear of all kinds. What you need to do, allow that vividness to do what? To go down a little. Allow things to normalize. Give yourself 48 hours so that you can think clearer. Yeah? If a business opportunity cannot survive 48 hours, if they want you to act fast immediately, it could be a scam and you should watch it. Then the third thing I want you to do is to deliberately recall the opposite of whatever example they're giving you. If they give you a story of failure, recall a story of success. If they give you a story of success, recall a story of failure. Force your mind to retrieve the opposite of what they are telling you. Yeah. Now, you are not doing this to convince yourself out of or convince yourself into, but you are doing this to balance the emotion, because when emotion monopolizes, you may not be able to think better. Yeah. You need to understand this. Now, as we conclude, remember that the person who controls which examples come to your mind controls your decision. That's why in a lot of countries they censor the media, because they don't want the media to show terrorism, they don't want the media to show their failures, and because their failures or bad things are not shown, the citizen started normalizing, their suffering. From today, nobody should be able to rent the space in your mind, in your brain, in your heart for free. Go there and succeed. Don't be cynical. Don't be unnecessarily skeptical, but be somebody who balance logic and emotion and able to take the best decision. My name is Dr. Kali Cousins. Let's go there and get the results. See you tomorrow.